Radio Romance, I'm delighted to welcome Tiffany. Up. You were singing live.
Yes.
Not many of today's chart toppers are singing live.
Thank
and
you.
That's what, the third or fourth or fifth hit you've had. Quite a few, because that's in the charts now.
Yes.
Enough.
Actually,
let's take you back to your first hit for a moment. Now, the first hit, you promoted it in the most unusual way I've ever heard of an artist promoting a record. At that tender age, you were 16 or something, and going around shopping centres, or shopping malls, as you call them. And well, that must be very tough work.
Well, from one weekend to the other, you never knew what to expect. because one weekend you'd be in a mall and you'd set up for the entire weekend, and throughout the weekend maybe you'd only gather 10 people.
10? And you still went on?
Still
Did
went
you have
on.
a band?
No, I sang live to pre-recorded tracks.
A little
in the
cassette?
background.
Something.
Well, it was kind of big speakers, and one time they set me up next to a hearing aid testing place. So I almost got thrown out of the mall.
Well, a great grounding, and I should think tremendous experience.
Oh.
But at the age of 16, to one day being in school, and then the next day, there you are, number one, and Jackson and Madonna just, I mean, how do you cope with that as a 16-year-old schoolgirl? Did it really turn, well, it must have turned your life right upside down.
Well, this is something I've wanted to do for such a long time, that for it to really come true is unbelievable. It's overwhelming, and it's something that just, when you have
So
a
you
chance
were ready?
to just, oh yeah.
Because you'd been doing it singing from
Well,
the age
I
of 9.
don't think you can expect it to happen. It's just something that happens overnight, and it's just, you think about how many other girls are out there thinking, you know, I want to be a singer, this is my dream. And for you to really, for me, to be able to do this is just something
But
amazing.
how many other girls at 9 years of age were doing, well, not impressions, but were copying? You were copying, weren't you? You were listening to the country and western music, and you were copying. Did you ever do impressions?
I did.
Who? Who? Tell us, who?
Stevie Nicks.
Stevie, oh, the girl from Fleetwood Mac.
Right.
Can you do a little bit?
Sure. I can see we're thinking about the same thing. As I see your expressions when the phones ring, we both know there's something happening here.
That's very good, isn't it? Isn't that excellent? Very good. Sitting this close, you're very girlish, very feminine, and here you are in the middle of what is a tough business by any standards. Tough for the guys. How are you coping as a lady with the pressures and the...
Well, I think a lot of people, before they meet me, they expect me to be this little girl who really doesn't say much and kind of in the background. But I'm very much aware of what's going on, and kind of have my own ideas, rather than being right or wrong. I just kind of, I have my own feelings. And
Do you get to put your ideas into practice?
Usually, sometimes. I mean, not always. That doesn't mean that everyone just kind of goes, well, this is what she wants, and that means they have to listen to me, sort of thing. But I can kind of say, well, this is my opinion. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but this is the way I feel. And people go, nah, I don't think so.
Well,
or they'll listen to me.
With the young years, you've also got good instincts. Otherwise, you wouldn't be where you are today. Fame and fortune has brought you, you know, all the things you'd like to have very early in life, but it's also brought you your share of heartaches, hasn't it? You have problems in the background with your mother. There was a problem, I believe.
Right. Mainly, I think that a lot of the press just kind of exaggerated and brought that story to where it was, I pick up a paper and I think, I didn't say this, I never made that comment. And it kind of got to the point where it was really ridiculous. And mainly the situation was I had a stepfather who kind of looked at my career as a vacation. And
He went wherever the gigs were? Did he?
well, no, he kind of thought, this will support me for the rest of my life. Why should I work? And I think reality is you never know how long you're going to be in this business. And you might need to reinvest in your career, so it's important to save your money. And that's really what I wanted to do, and I was striving for a trust fund. And I had been singing from the time that I was 9. My stepfather and my mother started me singing with country bands, and I didn't know at the time that I had no bank account until I was about 14, and my mother and my stepfather were divorced. And I found out a lot of things that I never knew.
Well, you're still only 17. 17 years. I wonder, what about tuition? Is that the end of school? Are you still studying?
No, I have a tutor on the road with me.
On the
I have
road
about
with
3.5 hours of schooling a day. Sometimes it's real hard.
Well, you know, there's a lot of facsimilars with, and again, meeting you yesterday and talking with you and your attitude, there's a little, you remind me of Judy Garland. And so, I don't know what it is, I just get the feeling that we're not just going to see you, the pop star. I think we're going to see you evolve into musicals, into, I'll make this statement, I think you're going to go on into film. What about films? Because you live near Hollywood.
Well, I'd like to do some acting, considering that I could act. I have never tried it. And I think that's something that I really have to take the time out to study the script, get with a good acting coach, and really spend time on that.
I bet you do it.
So,
What about romance? I mean, do you have time for romance?
not really. No, not really.
Well, I just wonder if you'd like to do something silly tonight. I've got a microphone here, You've also got a microphone there. I just wonder if you and I could do a little... I want you to try and imagine that I'm 22.
This could be my big acting my good start.
Well, we're going to sing a nice mushy song, okay? A nice mushy song, you and I. Okay. You can start. Start acting early.
Maybe I hang around you a little more than I should. We both know I've got somewhere else to go. But I got something to tell you that I never thought I would. And I believe you really ought to know.
I love you.
I love you.
I honestly love you. Now you don't have to answer. I can see it in your eyes. Maybe it was better left unsaid.
This is pure and simple, and you must realize that it's coming from my heart and not my head.
I love you.
I love you.
I honestly love you.
I'm not trying to make you feel uncomfortable.
I'm not trying to make you anything at all.
But this feeling doesn't come around every day.
And we shouldn't blow the chance when we got the chance to say I love you. I honestly love you. If we both were born in another place and time,
This moment might be ending with a kiss. There you are with yours.
yes, you are with mine. So I guess we'll just believe in it as is. I love you.
I love you.
I honestly love you. I honestly
Honestly,
love you.
love